बेसिकली सर रोल नंबर 50 को पूछिए।
Unethical ways. Everyone is getting 2 hours to conduct the experiment. Everyone is getting 1 week, 1 entire week to submit the this lab record. There is nothing extra burden is given to you. Then what is the issue? I have already mentioned all the instructions in the very first lab. You can find out the instruction for the lab record submission in your Google Classroom. In written instructions I have given. You have to avoid any kind of unethical practices, and if you are following that same, we will be officially capable of reducing your marks. And let me tell you that laboratory is one thing where you can score as much as possible. It is very easy to score O grade. All right. So do not.
सर आप थोड़ा रोल नंबर,
if you will follow this kind of things, you will, first thing, you will not be able to score O grade, neither you will be able to learn anything. जैसे आप कॉपी भी कर रहे हो तो कॉपी कर रहे हो तो आपको
सर ये लोग ऐसे करते हैं,
कॉपिंग यू आर डूइंग, जैसे कि Q को R लिख रहे हैं।
नहीं कोई कॉपी तक।
हाँ सर बोलिए।
एक्चुअली क्या है कि कॉपी भी करते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन कॉपी भी नहीं करते हैं ये लोग, सेम टू सेम स्कैन कॉपी मतलब छाप देते हैं, सेम टू सेम।
बताओ ये तो
दूसरे का स्कैन कॉपी लाके
मतलब रोल नंबर
वही बोल रहे हैं ना जीवन सर।
सर रोल नंबर 50 को पूछिए, क्योंकि रोल नंबर 50, रोल नंबर जो 50 है सौभिक चक्रवर्ती, उसका स्कैन कॉपी जो है सेम स्कैन कॉपी 85 सेक्शन में भी है, 2 रोल नंबर में 335 एंड 332। आप तीनों का स्कैन कॉपी सेम है और नाम भी वहां पे चेंज हो जाता है। कैसे मतलब ऐसे वो करते हैं, नाम चेंज कर देते हैं बट स्कैन कॉपी सेम रहता है। सिमिलरली रोल नंबर 70, सर ये सेक्शन का रोल नंबर 74 एंड 65 का थोड़ा चेक कर दीजिए, मतलब कीजिए ये कैसे किए है फर्जी, मतलब आप थोड़ा चेक कीजिए 74 एंड 65, आदित्य एंड मानस भी।
नहीं ये खुद ही बताएंगे क्या
ये
है?
भी दोनों स्कैन कॉपी सेम कर देते हैं।
Are you there?
रोल नंबर 65 एंड 74,
come
आदित्य एंड मानस भी।
आदित्य
एंड मानस भी रोल नंबर 65 एंड 74। आदित्य का जो स्कैन कॉपी है, आदित्य का जो स्कैन कॉपी है 3-4 स्कैन कॉपी वो अलग अलग का है। वो थोड़ा नॉलेज यहाँ पे थोड़ा लगाया है, दिमाग लगाया है थोड़ा। और ये दोनों का स्कैन कॉपी सेम है।
Manasvi Srivastava, are you there? I have shared one list of experiment, that is revised list of experiment, where 2 open-ended experiments were included and some modification was there in the existing list of experiment. So according to that list of experiment, today we will be conducting the experiment on strain gauge. The strain gauge, the link is given in the list of experiment itself. I'll share the link to the Google Classroom also. This meeting itself, okay? You can follow the same. Also, I will share my screen. Okay, so I hope you are able to see the my screen I have shared with you. So
yes sir.
Starting with the aim, what is the aim? That is to characterize the strain gauge sensor, to understand the working principle of a strain gauge, definitely, and then plot the characteristics of a strain gauge. Okay, and understand the effect of various parameter on the strain gauge performance. All right, all those things we can conduct the experiment on this strain gauge. Now coming to the understanding the working principle of a strain gauge, the first thing is that we will learn. Can anyone of you elaborate on the what is the working principle of a strain gauge? Anyone? Ramesh sir is there? Ramesh sir?
Yes sir.
हाँ सर, जो भी जवाब देगा उसका रोल नंबर नोट करेंगे, ठीक है?
ठीक है सर.
हाँ रमेश सर, मु फास्ट रू भी से कथा जीवन सर को कहउथली जे सर्किट ठीक से करी कि देखेइबो कि शो करिवो ताकू टिके मार्क.
हाँ. So anyone from the class of ETC1, what is the strain gauge? What is their principle of working?
So when force is applied, the resistance
Pratik Sahu,
changes.
yeah.
So when force is applied on this gauge, the resistance changes and it gives the output which is required.
Okay, anyone else? That is correct. That is not wrong. But this is not principle of operation.
Electrical conducting.
Sir, mechanical displacement is converted into a change of resistance.
Mechanical displacement. Anyone else?
Sir, when pressure is applied, sir, in the coil, the resistance changes, and by measuring the resistance,
Okay, so
it basically measures
this is-
the change in resistance. In
okay,
electrical.
this is clear. I hope this is clear now that something, a force or pressure is being applied as the input, and as the name suggests, strain gauge, it means that some kind of input pressure or force or strain stress will be there at the input side, and as per the response from some students, they are suggesting that some resistance changes being occurring in the output side. So how this is correlated? First question is that how strain or force or applied pressure is related with the this resistance change.
Sir, elasticity comes into play over here, sir.
ठीक है, इलास्टिसिटी. तो इलास्टिसिटी कैसे कोरिलेट करोगे रेजिस्टेंस चेंज से?
सर मतलब सर ये इसमें होता है ना सर कि जब ऑब्जेक्ट को स्ट्रेच करते हैं उसके इलास्टिसिटी के लिमिट तक, तो वो सर उसमें मतलब टूटता नहीं है. गेज प्रिंसिपल, गेज का तो सर वर्किंग नहीं होता, वो टूटता नहीं है, वो मतलब
बढ़िया बात. तो
expand
रेजिस्टेंस
होता है
चेंज कैसे
सर, वो
होता है? एक्सपैंड हो जाता है उसका.
सर वो एक्सपैंड हो जाता है सर, मतलब थिनर हो जाता है और बड़ा हो जाता है सर. जितना बड़ा होगा सर उतना उसका इलेक्ट्रिकल रेजिस्टेंस होगा सर, तो डायरेक्टली
बहुत अच्छा आशुतोष, ठीक है. अच्छा, एक और ये तो हो गया, ठीक है. एक one of the cause is that change in resistance due to dimension change. All right, change in resistance due to dimension change. ठीक है. Dimension of obvious सी बात है. When some metallic wire will be there and you will apply some pressure or force, definitely there will be some stretch, and when stretch will be there due to the volume volume will remain equal, and the length will increase, so diameter will get decreased, and you know that rho is R equal to rho L by A. All right, so L will increase and A will decrease. It means overall R will increase, resistance will get increased. That is okay. Another thing is that you might have studied the piezoelectric sensor or piezoresistive sensors or piezoresistive or piezoelectric material basically. So that is one kind of material, and that is a property of any material, that if you will apply some pressure onto some surface of such material, you will observe some voltage induced at the other surfaces. Suppose you have a cubical block of material and you will apply pressure onto the upper and lower surfaces. Okay, so by side walls, if you will measure the potential difference, you will be able to observe some deflection in the pointer of the voltmeter, and that voltage will be linearly related with the applied pressure. यानी जितना ज्यादा प्रेशर दोगे उतना ज्यादा वोल्टेज आउटपुट मिलेगा. वन थिंग, जितना ज्यादा वोल्ट प्रेशर दोगे उतना ज्यादा वोल्टेज मिलेगा, और जितना माने रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में, if you are compressing it or you are pulling it, that is in reverse direction you are applying the force. Accordingly, the potential difference, polarity of potential difference will change. ठीक है, अगर कंप्रेस कर रहे हो and you are getting positive sign at the left hand side, at the time when you are pulling it out, you will get negative polarity at the left hand side. So polarity is not only in terms of magnitude, you are able to observe the changes in terms of magnitude of applied forces, but also in terms of direction of applied forces. Okay. Second thing, the third thing in piezoresistive material is that it is a reverse process. Okay, reverse process in the sense, when you will apply that in the same cubical block, when you will apply some voltage, means externally you are applying some voltage to across the surfaces, you will observe the dimension change, the expansion or compression in the lower and upper surfaces. Okay, वहां पे आपको expansion या compression दिखेगा. And see, this is very minute and on a nano scale you will be able to observe it, but it is there. And this is the property of piezoelectric is applied onto the microphones we are having. This small microphone we are having, the same material we can use here. In the earphone, the speaker, we are able to listen the music or speeches, everything you can get, that is also a piezoelectric material. All right, and what changes, how the electrical quantity is getting changed into air pressure, because that air pressure itself modulating in terms of the voice or the signal you are providing to it. According to our speech, the modulation of the eardrum takes place because of the same air pressure modulation takes place in the air between ear and earphone, the speaker. Okay, the vocal cord, when the air pressure the speech comes out from our vocal cord, that speech is nothing but a modulated air pressure, and that air pressure modulates or vibrate, give compression and expansion to the microphone, the piezoelectric material in the microphone, and that get converted into electrical signal. And that electrical signal, you can do anything. You can store it, you can process it, you can amplify it, you can transmit it wirelessly or wired network. Okay, anything you can do with that if it is in electrical terms. So all these two principles are the factor behind working of strain gauge. Okay, one is piezoresistive property of metal or material, and second one is the change of dimension or change of resistance due to change in dimension. Okay, this is the two principle is working behind the strain gauge. Now coming to the, where is the, okay, this is in tab itself. Okay, so theory, I guess. Yeah, so related to this, the theory portion we have already covered in the theory subject itself, but some definition you must know. What is strain? Okay, what type of strains are there? Okay, so what is stress? That is also you can observe here. That is nothing but the force applied onto a surface, and where the area, cross-sectional area is there. So that will become stress, the internal force divided by the cross-sectional area of the object is called stress. That is either in Pascal or Newton per meter square. That is nothing but a pressure. Dimensionally, that is nothing but a pressure. Okay, vertical stress. Now strain. Strain is nothing but when you apply some stress onto some wire. Simply we will take a wire example. If you will compress it, or you can stretch it out, its length will get increased. So let us say that length is getting, original length is capital L, and now the change in length is small del L. Okay, so the ratio of change in length per unit length, original length, is called strain in the wire. Okay, or you can better say it longitudinal strain. It is denoted by epsilon. Okay, del L by L, longitudinal strain. Now it is not there when you are stretching something out, only the length will get deformed, or it will elongate, because the volume will remain same. Therefore the diameter, the longitudinal lateral dimension will get reduced. So diameter will get reduced, therefore the cross-sectional area will get reduced. So there also del A by A will be there, or del D by D will be there, and that is also a strain, and that is called, external force is called the perpendicular, the direction, the strain in the direction perpendicular to the external force is called lateral strain. Okay, and further one definition is there. Each material has a certain ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. ठीक है, मटेरियल पे डिपेंड करता है ये कि व्हाट विल बी द रेशियो, किस रेशियो में लॉन्गिट्यूडनल स्ट्रेन कितना खींचोगे तो कितना वो श्रिंक करेगा, मींस laterally how it will shrink, how much, in what ratio it will shrink. So that is fixed for a material, and that is called Poisson's ratio. Okay, so this is nothing but longitudinal strain by lateral strain. Okay, so yes, this is Poisson's ratio, V से denote किया गया है इसको. And then introduction of strain gauge. So you can go through these lines in the theoretical part. I'll not go line by line here. So what is there? This is nothing but a flexible, some flexible material is there, where the electric wire, the metallic wire is framed in between in that flexible material. Okay, and it is in a zigzag pattern. Okay, or a spiral pattern. And what happens when you will apply some force onto it, it will get folded. not folded but twisted. Okay, that elongation will cause change in resistance. Okay, the change in resistance can be of two causes. One is due to change in the dimension, and second one is change in the resistivity itself due to piezo-resistive effect. Okay, and thereafter electrical strain gauge. Okay, the gauge factor, one parameter we need to understand. The characteristics of the strain gauge are described in terms of sensitivity, that is gauge factor. It is sensitivity. It is gauge factor is nothing but a sensitivity. The gauge factor is defined as the unit change in resistance per unit change in the length of strain gauge wire given. Okay, so a gauge factor is nothing but relative change in the resistance. Okay, so relative change in the resistance, you can notice here del R by Rg divided by epsilon. Okay, Rg is the resistance of the unreformed gauge. Okay, original resistance divided by strain epsilon, that is del L by capital L. And then there may be several effects of temperature also, because we know that metal, the resistance of metal varies due to rise in temperature also, and that is because of the temperature coefficient. Okay, temperature coefficient, you can notice that the formulation for that is RT equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha del into T. That formulation you must know. So it should not be like even though you have not applied any pressure onto it on the strain gauge, then also you are getting some resistance change. That may be because of temperature effect, because the strain gauge you may apply in a bridge in a cantilever beam. Okay, there, even though you have not put any load or pressure onto the strain gauge, then also because of temperature variation you are observing some change in resistance. So that should be avoided. And how that can be avoided? We can observe here. So further, it is not there that it is not that simple that directly you will be able to measure the change in resistance and you will be able to record it. But we require a continuous measurement. So each time we cannot go for bridge balance condition and all those things. Okay, better what we can do, we will connect the strain gauge to one of the arm of the Wheatstone bridge. Okay, like this you are able to see here, and remaining R1, R2, R3 all will be known to us. Even original resistance of strain gauge will also be known to us. So initially we will put all of these resistances, R1, R3, R2, and you can say the resistance of Rg, the strain gauge, all will be equal. And when all resistance in the Wheatstone bridge circuit will be equal, definitely the circuit will be in balance condition. Is it or not? The circuit will be in balance condition when all this bridge component will be equal. Now, if balance condition is there, irrespective of the applied voltage, you will always get here the output voltage across this open terminals here. I hope you are able to see my cursor position movement. So the terminal, the voltage across these two terminals will be 0. Okay, in balance condition you will get here 0. Now as soon as you will apply some pressure onto this strain gauge, the resistance of this arm will go up. Okay, and when this will go up, definitely this bridge circuit will get unbalanced and you will start getting some deflection across this output voltage. Okay, this terminal you will start getting some deflection in the pointer, and definitely that will be some voltage. So this you can measure and you can correlate it with the applied pressure on the strain gauge. You can correlate it. Now, in some cases, it may be there that you need to apply pressure in one direction. Suppose you are putting pressure from upward to downward. Okay, so in that case also resistance will increase. In lower to upward also, if you will apply pressure, then also it will increase the resistance. Then how to detect whether the direction of pressure is upward to lower or lower to upward? For that, we can go for half bridge. Okay, so we will apply this strain gauge, two strain gauges, one above the cantilever beam. Suppose this is the cantilever beam, and here we will put one strain gauge, and second strain gauge we will put at the lower part. Okay, so it depends. If we will apply pressure upward to downward, so higher resistance will be changed in this higher resistance, higher movement will be there in the upper portion, and lower twist will be there in the lower strain gauge. And if we will apply force from lower to upward, so in the direction where arc will be made, that will be lower, and outer part, the lower strain gauge will elongate more, so resistance change will be more there. And with this difference, we can organize the half bridge configuration to connect these strain gauges, and here we will be able to get the difference between upward direction of force or lower downward direction of force. Okay, and similar to that, this from this statement you can get the resistive type strain gauge are sensitive to temperature variation, definitely. Therefore, it becomes necessary to account for the variation in the strain gauge resistance due to temperature change using dummy gauge in opposite arm of the active gauge compensate the temperature variation. Now, what is there? The solution for avoiding this temperature effect, we go with the strain gauge, one in this arm, okay, and another strain gauge we apply here in R3 position. Opposite arm में हम लोग दो, this is only dummy gauge. यहाँ पे आप लोग you do not apply any pressure. This variation only takes place due to temperature, and this variation simultaneously, temperature का effect तो दोनों पे होगा simultaneously. Sorry. So you can apply, you can be able to observe the effect of temperature. You will not be able to get any effect of temperature if both of these strain gauges will be there in opposite arm. Okay, onto one will be exposed to the pressure, and another one will not be will not experience any external force. Only it will be to compensate the temperature effect. So the question may be asked, why? What is the significance of applying one dummy strain gauge in the opposite arm? Okay, or it may be also asked that how to compensate the effect of temperature in the strain gauge bridge circuit. Now, similar to that, we can also go with the full bridge configuration. For multiple direction we want to get. Okay. So when possible, the full bridge configuration is the best to use. This is true not only because of it is more sensitive than others, but because it is linear while others are not. Okay. So every time it may not be so linear, but for increasing the sensitivity, the linearity, we go for the full bridge configuration of a strain gauge. So this diagram shows how the strain gauge is there. Okay, this is a fabricate flexible fiber. Okay, within that, this wire is the pattern of wire is there, metallic wire in zigzag format. Okay, and the terminals are taken out of it for the connection point of view. And this is suppose the structure which is exposed to the strain, or some load is applied onto this structure, maybe cantilever beam, or maybe the entire bridge, okay, railway bridge or roadway bridge, or anywhere, and this is placed, this strain gauge is applied onto the surface of it, where some pressure will be applied onto it, and this will get some bending movement. Okay, flexibility is there in all the structures. Okay, otherwise it will get breakdown. Okay, so in this way can install it. Okay, now coming to the simulation part. Okay, so in simulation you have to you do not have to do many things. Simple things are there. Okay, so in the level 1 measurement, what you have to do, you have to just select the material type. So let us select copper. Input voltage you have to
Sir, any special for only going with copper, or we can take anything?
no, you can take anyone. It is not there, means you can take anyone. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the option is given for 5 volt or 10 volt for the DC supply in the bridge circuit. So here I have taken 10 volt. Then resistance, as I have told you that initially we will take all of the resistance in the Wheatstone bridge equal. Okay, so if I select 120, all these resistances will be equal. Okay, then configuration. Coming to the configuration, in what configuration you want to place your strain gauges. So quarter bridge, if you will select, it will be just a quarter bridge here. This is the symbol of circuit representation of this strain gauge. Okay, this is how it is represented. Quarter bridge, if you have taken this kind of structure will be there. Half bridge, in the adjacent arm, if you will take, this kind of structure will be there. And you must know that what is the significance of taking this half bridge in the opposite in the adjacent arm, is that to observe the change in direction. Okay, that all change in the direction of the applied force or stress, that you can observe using this half bridge in the strain gauges applied to the adjacent arm. Okay, then half bridge with opposite arm, why this is applied? This is applied to compensate the temperature effect, because one of this strain gauge in the opposite arm is not exposed to the pressure or the force stress. Okay, it is only exposed to the temperature. Okay, and temperature variation is equally applicable to both of these strain gauges. So actually whatever resistance is changed due to the temperature variation, that is being compensated by this another strain gauge in the opposite arm. And this strain gauge is exposed to only the force, and therefore whatever variation you will observe in the voltage across these open terminals, that will be only caused by this applied resistance variation due to applied pressure, not because of temperature variation. Similarly, you can set here full bridge configuration also for attaining more sensitivity and more linearity. Okay, so let us go with the first one, quarter bridge. And here we have to select the gauge factor. So by default, we will select gauge factor of 2. Normally it is 2 itself, gauge factor of 2. Okay, then continue with this, select yes to configure the experimental temperament. Okay, now you can observe that this entire strain gauge setup is installed on a cantilever beam. This end is fixed, and here the since this strain gauge is installed, and from there all reading you can take from taking the observation from this open-ended terminals. You can install a voltmeter here or a recording instrument here, like oscilloscope. Then you can observe the all changes, and here you can see how the load is being applied. A hook is there that is hanging with the support of this hook. This 10 kg is load is applied onto the cantilever, the open end terminal of the cantilever. So here in the experiment, what you have to do, you can change the weight. Okay, so first you can take 1 kg. When you will take 1 kg, the value of Rg will be indicated here. Rg means what? Resistance of the strain gauge. So initially you have taken this to be 120 ohm. Okay, configuration में आपने क्या लिया था? Resistance को 120 ohm लिया था, चारों resistance को. But when you have applied force or the weight here over here, this is causing some strain in the strain gauge, and that is causing change in the resistance. So this is the change in the resistance you can observe here. So 0.603 is the change in resistance, del R. Okay, now what should be the output voltage in millivolt? So output voltage is across this terminal itself, from this end to this end. What is the output voltage? How can we calculate it? We will go to the formula. Let me share this tab, the formula tab. Here you can notice that this for quarter bridge, this line you can notice, the quarter bridge, E is the output, small e, and it is given by 1/4 into del R by R into capital E. Capital E is nothing but the voltage applied, voltage supply, DC voltage supply. Okay, so capital E is 10 volt we have taken. You can notice in the configuration, capital E is 10, capital R is 120. Del R you can obtain from the configuration of this. When you have taken 1 kg, you will be able to see 120.0603. So 0.0603 is del R, and then multiply it by 1/4. That will give you E, and that is what you have to calculate and put it here. Okay. So I am taking another value, 3 kg, and you are getting 120. Oh, okay, this tab is not shared with you, no?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Wait. So again, I have changed it to 3 kg, and I'm getting value of Rg to be 120.18.08, and corresponding to that, I hope that when you will calculate, how you will calculate, I have already explained. You can refer to the formula. 37.7 should be there, I guess. Oh, 3.7 hoga. You have to get the value in the millivolt. Okay, so it should be 3.77. Okay, so it will show you correct. Okay, then again you will repeatedly you will change to 6 kg, and here according to that 3616 is there, and here you will observe it to be 7.4 almost. Okay, 7.53. 7.53 it is coming. Again you will submit. Again it will show correct. Then one more reading, at least 3 reading you have to take. Here you will take it to 9 kg. Then in this case you will get it to be at 3, 7, 10, 11, 11.3 suppose. So it is correct. And when 3 submission you will do, after 3 submission you will observe that this plot key is enabled. So you will press on the plot key, and you will observe a graph, the characteristic curve that will be with output in millivolt with respect to the weight. Okay, so weight you have changed from 3 to 6 to 9, and accordingly the voltage you are getting from 3.7 to 3.77 to here you are getting 7.53, then 11.3. Okay, and how you will save it, you will click on to this menu option here, and then click on the image. You will see the one window will be opened. There you will have the save option in JPEG mode. Okay, you will save it, and then you get back to the experiment.
So will you repeat that image part, what you told?
Plot here.
Yes.
Then you go to the menu. Here is the menu, and then go to the image, and server is busy. Please try again later. So if that option is giving you, then it is okay. Otherwise you can see all data is lost.
So we can paste the screenshot, right?
You can paste the screenshot.
Okay. So we will perform the whole experiment here only, and then we will paste the screenshot, right? Not.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So material and all those things we will keep as you took, right?
You can change it. There is
सर
no.
सर नेक्स्ट वैल्यू कर रहा है तो इसलिए कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है सर.
Okay, let me try. That is what I am also trying. That should work. So 350 this time I have taken. Submitted. 0.4. Zero point 0.7. One point. Okay, 1 point. See, here you are able to see two graphs. One is the earlier one, which you have taken for copper and 120 ohm resistance. And second one I have taken for Constantan this one is for Constantin actually. This is for Constantin, and resistance value I have taken that was resistance I have taken 350, I guess 350 or 320. So now you can observe that the two characteristics over here, and in both of the cases one thing is sure, that both are linear. Okay, both are linear with respect to weight applied and the output, but the sensitivity of one is higher than other one. Sensitivity, how the sensitivity is defined for any instrument? Can anyone tell how the sensitivity is defined?
So the variation of output versus the change in input.
वेरी गुड सर, इसका नाम नोट करके रखिएगा, ये लड़का को आता है. क्या नाम है जी आपका? I could not
Sir,
see.
Pratik Sahu.
Pratik Sahu. Okay.
Sir,
So very
already
good.
noted, sir. He answered earlier also answered one question.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक है. So please now tell me, please, Pratik.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me in which case the sensitivity is high.
So the blue measurement graph one.
Very good, very nice. ठीक है, तो this observation you have taken, and in this way you can carry out then go to the next level. Okay, next level here you will go. Configure is this, the last configuration what you have taken. Now you have to get the position displacement. See, first in the first case we have replaced this weight. Okay, we have replaced this weight so that more and you can vary the strain onto this cantilever beam. Now another variation you can take, you keep the weight to be constant, you just displace this position of the weight towards rightward to leftward. Okay, so position currently it is in 16 centimeter position. Okay, and the output voltage you will get calculated here. Okay, 1.19. Then again you select like 12 centimeter. So you will observe that this is displaced from 16 to 12 centimeter, and corresponding to that you are getting the output voltage to be 0.89. Then again you select another value to be 8 centimeter. Again it has got displaced, and now you have got output voltage 0.59. Now you can go for the plot. Plot will be enabled. So this again you have got the characteristics of the strain gauge with respect to position of the weight position of the in the cantilever beam. ठीक है, उसका रेस्पेक्ट में आपको कितना वोल्टेज मिले. ठीक है, this you have got. Then next level 3 is temperature, effect of temperature. You can change the temperature. Okay, value of Rg at 20 degrees Celsius is 350.1660. So at 25 you have the resistance value. New resistance of Rg is 350.22, and then 30 is 350.36, and then 40 you can take, even the plot is enabled here, you can click here. So you are getting this one. Okay, this also you can include in your results. and then you have to reload. Now this experiment you can perform up to 3 level for this configuration what I have followed. In the same way you can follow the experiment.
Sir, for how many type of materials will you have to do?
Two types at least.
And we have to compute all the levels, sir. Level 1, level 2, and level 3.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Not for both material. See, in level 1 you have to go for 2 materials because you have to compare the sensitivity curve or the characteristic curve with respect to 2 materials. In remaining of the part in level 2 and level 3, you don't need to go for the another material. Okay. Okay, so all are requested to continue the experiment. You will conduct the first set of experiment in the level 1. You do not go to level 2 or reload. Go to next set of values. Okay, next set of values में जाओगे, then you will be able to change your material and everything you can change, and then you can re-experiment the same, and then when you will plot, both graph will be displayed.
Okay, sir. So I'm trying मेरा network.
ठीक है, try करो फिर.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
हाँ
there was a doubt, sir.
हाँ अभिषेक.
Sir, I have successfully created one graph, sir. How to add another measurement graph in the same plotting area, sir?
So for that only I have just described. When you are conducting level 1 measurement,
Yes, sir.
I hope you have completed one plot.
Yes, sir. I've completed.
Okay. Now do not go to level 2 or reload. Go to next set of values.
Okay, sir.
Click on the next set of values.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have completed. Can I?
And then complete level 1 experiment again with different set of selected material or input voltage or resistance, anything. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay. Share your screen.
Okay, sir. Sir, sharing, sir.
Aritra.
Yes, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, this is the plot for the first graph, sir, between copper and constantan. And this is the effect of position graph, sir, on constantan, same material, sir.
ठीक है.
And in effect in temperature over constantan, this is the graph coming, sir.
All right. So the same you can submit.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I stop sharing?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
I
have finished, sir. Can I show?
Okay, okay, sure.
Sir, this is the output.
Okay, what type of material you have used?
Sir, same, copper and Constantan.
Okay.
So this is the graph for that, weight versus output, and then in
Where the sensitivity is higher, for which material sensitivity is higher?
sir, copper.
So these things you need to write in the conclusion section. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And can you give the quantified value of the sensitivity for both of the material?
Sir, calculating the values we can give.
So how will you calculate?
Sir, from the slope, sir.
Good, very good.
Sir,
Slope of each.
Yes, sir. Sir, you
Slope of each graph you will take.
each straight line we'll take and then we'll compare. That's
very good, very good. So these things you should mention in the conclusion section, okay? And then
Yes,
you
sir.
will write that the sensitivity of this material.
Sir, attendance is already taken.
Okay, then it's
Okay, Ramesh sir, thank you.